Hey everyone, welcome back to another video training session from Import Export Exposed. My name is Alex C. Ryan, Managing Director of Import Export Exposed, and I help Peter Sun with some of the clients in regards to importing from China. So more so on finding the factories, sample testing, and ensuring you locate quality suppliers, but also source good products as well. So this video training today is all about finding good quality factories. Now, like I said in some of the previous videos, you can use sites like Alibaba, Global Sources Made in China, the Hong Kong Trade Development Council.com website as well. There's heaps of products in there. And what you'll find when it comes to finding suppliers is pretty much any product you want, is bound to be 10 to 20 factories instantly that you'll see. Now, how you find a good factory is you don't just find one factory, you find at least 4 factories. And out of those 4 factories, you request quotes. Now, when you request quotes, and this is something that many of our subscribers ask us, how do I get a cheap quote? It's not, let me say right now, it's not about just getting a cheap quote, because every factory will give you a cheap quote if that's what you want. But what you'll find is if you get cheap quote, what you'll find is you'll get cheap materials or a cheap product. Or what also you'll find is some factories will give you a cheap quote at the beginning, but as the relationship goes on in time, you'll find that they'll increase that quote. They'll increase the price of the product due to factors of increased wages to the Chinese workers, or maybe increased material cost, and they'll factor up some excuse that enables them to increase the price. So it's not necessarily a cheap quote you want a good quote for a good product. Okay? So how you do this is you get maybe 5 or 6 quotes. You contact 5 suppliers, 5 factories, you get 5 different quotes. You get the top end quotes. Let's say, for example, you're importing maybe shoes, okay, TFC, textiles, footwear and clothing. You might say you might be quoted like $8 per unit for shoes, okay, which is reasonable, and actually the tariffs on shoes are about 10% currently for Australia. They're going to be decreased down to 5% probably next year. Let's say the lower end of the scale is $2 per unit for a pair of shoes. What you would want to do is choose the ones around the median range, the middle of the range, okay, because they're probably the reasonable prices. The ones at the lower end of the scale, probably scammers, or probably just trying to get your business and later on will increase the price. The ones at the top end of the range, they might not be interested in attaining your business because they're giving you a high-end quote. It also may be because the amount of shoes you're ordering probably doesn't meet their minimum order quantity. That's probably why they're giving you a big or higher price. That's one way of Chinese factories. One reason, I suppose that's what they do when they don't particularly want your business. So that's just this quick video just sort of summarizes how to go about selecting factories and how to get cheap prices. Just a quick quote, a quick tip on getting cheap prices. It depends really on the relationship and how they perceive you. So if you give the impression that you are bigger than you actually are when it comes to business letterheads and emails, having your email signature, managing director, biggest shoe factory biggest shoe supplier in Australia, or shoesareus.com.au or something like that, it actually does help. Okay, I've done tests on this. It does help to give the impression that you are bigger than you are. It does give you cheaper quotes, okay, and better quotes from better suppliers. So hopefully this video does help. I am going to release more videos on how to get cheap, good quotes, but also how to negotiate good prices from Chinese factories in other videos. If you want to find out more about that, just head over to importexportexposed.com. My name is Alex C. Ryan, Managing Director, and I'll talk to you real soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
To gain access to my free video lessons, where you will discover how to find hot products to import that people want to buy, 7 easy ways to locate quality factories in China that won't rip you off, my secret negotiation strategies to getting great prices from factories, how to sell your goods once they arrive from China, and much, much more, just go to www.importexportexposed.com.au. These trainings are normally valued at $500, but yours free when you visit my website now.